Welcome back again. Today I'm going to be showing you my favorite recipe is lasagna, my favorite dish ever. And I eat it a lot, so I'm making a whole dish for lunch for the week at work. So I'll get down to it. We'll start browning the hamburger. Right now we got the noodles cooking, so we'll work on this and then we'll go from there, right? Again, like and subscribe as always. Thank you very much. Any comments below would be great. Thank you. It's a really easy dish to make. For me, I make one dish. It lasts me the entire week at work. Gives me like 6 to 8 servings, depending on how big I make the pieces. Yeah, it lasts me a solid week at least for lunches at work. Or it'll feed, let's see, 2, 3. So I had poker night with friends and my dad a little over a week ago. About a week ago now. And I made 1.5 dishes for them, thinking I'll have some left over for the week for lunch for at least a day or two. That was my mistake. It was all gone. I had nothing left. They told me that it was my fault because I made it too good, apparently. They ate all of it. So, my mistake. Stepmom is the one who taught me this recipe. And I love her for that. Thank you very much. She also taught me how to cook a lot of stuff. And her goal was, before I moved out of the house, when I moved out, be able to feed myself and not have to rely on pizzas and soups and the basic stuff in like college dorms. She wanted me to be able to actually make actual dinners. So she taught me how to cook. And I've used what she taught me and progressed from there. Learned a few things on my own. I will show you guys a banana cream pie recipe that is delicious. And I experimented with that a little bit a while back and tried a few different things along with it. So raspberries added to your banana cream pie is so good. I'll do that one for you as well. So right now we're just browning the hamburger up. Just easy thing to do. It takes a few minutes. Just want to make sure it's thawed all the way out before you do this, because then it'll fall apart a little easier and it's a little easier to manage rather than trying to scrape it off of a frozen chunk of beef. It just kind of smear apart, and yeah, it works a lot easier that way. Alright, I think we're about ready here. There, you're just going to dump the hamburger meat into the strainer. Kind of gets all the fat out of the pan, so it's a little easier to manage. Alright, so that's done. So now, I usually use Prego 3 cheese sauce, but they were out of that, so I'm going to try Rayo's homemade. This is roasted garlic. So we're going to give this a shot. Seems like it's a little bigger jar than what the Prego comes in, so I'm sure it'll be a little more filling. Alright. So for this, back in the pan now that it's all strained out. Alright. Turn this on low if you want. Like as low as setting you can. So that way it keeps it warm while you're still working with it. And there's still a little left in there, so just do a little bit of water quick. Lid on, you're gonna shake it up. And ta-da! Alright, so that can go in there. Alright, so next you're gonna have 2 cans, 6-ounce cans of paste, tomato paste. You can get different flavors too, with pesto. They have regular ones, they have roasted garlic ones. It's kind of experiment with it, see which flavors you like better. And it's kind of up to you. I recommend getting one of these as well. These are nice. Cuts to the top of the can. So there's no sharp edges at all. It just cuts around the outside edge. So we'll cut both of those open. This takes about 15-20 minutes to prepare and then about 45 minutes to cook. So see how it does that? Cuts it so it's not sharp anymore, it just cuts the lid off of it. Alright, so now that we got that done, the sauce is ready, the noodles are ready. So now, take the noodles. The noodles are done. Rinse them off a little bit and cool down. So first step is the sauce. Take about half your pan, you're going to put the sauce in. Spread it around so it fills the bottom of the pan. Make sure it's even. Now you're going to take your noodles and lay them over top. You want to kind of overlap them a little bit. Not a whole lot, maybe like half an inch to an inch. So you'll have typically 4 noodles goes all the way across. So it looks like that. Next, you'll take your cottage cheese and spread about half of this on there. Again, you're just going to spread this across so it fills up the pan, so one layer at least. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of level it out a little bit. This is just the middle section of the lasagna. So now it looks like that. Mozzarella cheese. Again, you can use any kind of cheese you want, really. It's all on preference. Traditional way is mozzarella, but if you want to try something else, I've tried Kobe Jack. It's not too bad, actually. It adds a little bit of different flavor to the lasagna, so you can always experiment. I've done a lot of experimentation with this, a lot of different varieties of noodles, cottage cheese, sauce, cheese. Oven's preheated. Alright, so now you got your mozzarella, spread it out. Me, I like to put a little Parmesan in the middle there. Now that's done. Now I'll put the last layer of sauce in there. So the rest of the pan's gonna go in now. Now you're going to do your next layer of noodles. So your next second layer of sauce and noodles. Cottage cheese is next. Again, you just spread this around so it's even. Okay, you got your cottage cheese next. So last layer of mozzarella. This one you want to kind of spread it out evenly. Make sure you get all the spots filled out. And it's going to melt and it's going to kind of level out on its own, but you want to try and make sure you fill in the gaps so there are none. Just so it works a little better. And a little bit of Parmesan. And there you go. Done and ready to go in the oven. Oven is set at 375. So you're going to cook it with tin foil on the top for 30 minutes. So I've learned this after many times making this. You want to try and get the tin foil to bubble up so it doesn't touch the cheese when it melts. That way it doesn't stick to it. So always try and create like a little bubble or dome shape when you're doing this as best you can. Create a little dome so that way cheese doesn't get stuck to the tin foil when it cooks. So So 375, 30 minutes with the tinfoil on, and take it out, or just remove the tinfoil, and another 15 minutes, and then you're done. Alright? Timer is 30 minutes, and we'll see you when we're done. So the buzzer went on 30 minutes. Now, tinfoil off, and you cook for another 15. So this is a little over 15 minutes I did on bake, and then I did about 2 minutes on broil high, and this is what we get right there. Nice and perfect lasagna, and that's it. Now just let it cool down and eat it. Okay, as always, thank you, subscribe and like, and have a good day.